Hello dear viewer or viewers. I'm back again with another video. This time I wanted to do something different. Move away from it's still classic long form vlog kind of style thing, but just kind of move away from my prosthetic and my accident stuff. Just focus on my artwork. I've been getting back into artwork for the past few years. It took me a while to get back into artwork, and for good reason. If you've watched my video about my near-death experience, my accident, I'd lost almost lost my entire left hand. Lost most of it anyways, and now I have a prosthetic, which is cool. I'm kind of part bionic man now, but doesn't really replace what I once had. But anyways, I've adapted throughout that time, and I've surprised myself. If you believe it or not, I was left-handed, primarily left-handed before the accident, and that was my livelihood. Made a lot of artwork and music. With both hands, music with both hands, but drawing and painting and doing artwork like that was left-handed. And I didn't think that I would ever draw or paint again. And it was in a really dark place. I'm not going to go into it, because if you really want to know more, you can watch the video on that, which gets pretty deep. Just warning you, it gets to pretty dark content. Just viewer discretion is advised. But anyways, so I started to draw with my right hand. Well, actually, it didn't go that way right away. I started to write because I had to. I had to learn how to write with my right hand because I couldn't write with my left hand because it was healing at the time, and it's not like it was before. So I started to learn how to write. And I surprised myself because I was able to get that down. But one thing that definitely surprised me more than anything was trying to draw right-handed. And I'm sure if you were a left or right hand dominant person and you try to draw with your non-dominant hands, just how difficult that can be. And it's weird because I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I persevered, and I have proof here. So this is one of my folders. I hope this video is not going to be too long, because my videos apparently are becoming too long now. But anyways, so this is like a folder. It's got latest drawings and reference art written on it, circa 2021. Other artworks from 2007, 2021. So there are artworks in here that have where I used my left hand in the past, just to give you a comparison. So this one, I want to show you one where I use my left hand, and I want to compare it with one that I've done lately, or recently. I don't know if there's very many in here where I used my left hand or not. Okay, so here's one from like high school, way back in high school. And that's kind of a morbid artwork, because I was kind of into that thing in high school. But anyways, so here's one. And I've noticed something. There is a difference. When I was drawing with my left hand, I used a lot of detail in my drawings, like very small, fine detail. And I've noticed that. So this one is one that I drew in high school. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you can see the detail I put in there, and just the amount of just the small details that you can. And I kind of do that now. Like, I've been getting better, but I don't know if it's ever gonna be like it was then. So I'm using a totally different hand. But so there's one that was with my left hand. I'm going to show you today, and this was the one I made recently. I got a glare on it, but that's one I made recently. But yeah, you can see. I might try and see if I can take it out of here. So, put in the hole. But yeah, you can just see the shading and stuff I used on it. You can see kind of the shading that I used in the background. You can see kind of where I made the light. Don't mind my prosthetic, but you can see where it gives you the illusion of the light shining on the object. So yeah, that's one that I recently done, and this is actually done with crayon, which I've been experimenting with. Crayon does a lot of like. It's fascinating because crayon has very vivid colors, and I actually like experimenting with that, which I might do again. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a link up on my Found Myself profile. I should already have like something that you can click on, or like a button you can click on that'll go straight there, but I might just send a link. Here's one that I made for a friend's mother. You know, it was in honor of somebody that passed away. They wanted a cardinal drawn, you know, and her birth date and death date and stuff. So there's one. Just trying to fall out here. Oh, okay. So here's the one that I drew, and I might make a painting of this because it means a lot to me. And this one is one that I drew of my near-death experience. I had a vision, and I was in the hospital, but I was close to death. I'm pretty sure that I kind of died while I was in that experience. And I had this experience of being in this field of flowers. But I drew a picture, the closest that I could get to it. And you can kind of see it. But yeah, I also wrote a poem on the back. Confessions of a Dying Spirit. Goodbye, house I spent most of my time and life in, chasing the days away with leisure and play. Goodbye to all of my earthly possessions. I cannot take you with me where I'm going. Goodbye, I will miss all the animals and and the animal companions that I got to know and form relationships with throughout my life. I forgot to finish up the chores for the day. The laundry was left out to dry, and the dishes left to dirty away. The things I never got to say, the places I never visited, or the cultures and people I never met. Goodbye, my family. I'll miss, most of all, the smiling faces and the cheerful talks we had and shared. I don't know where I'm going, and quite frankly, I'm scared. What will happen in my final moments here? When my body goes cold and I'm slowly taken by the fear. What of my mind in those final minutes when the lights start to go out? I can hear them calling my name. The angel of death has called my number. The waiting room of earth, maybe a train stop to another. My voice cries out, it's not fair, but I know deep down that nothing lasts forever. Even the sun will die out one day. The universe drew my ticket. I've won the lottery of life. At least I got to exist. If not, for at least a little while. I'm going to miss all the little things in life. Going on long walks while being bathed in sunlight, or walking at night staring up at the stars and being amazed at the sea of shimmering points of light blinking the night sky. The smell in the air before it rains. The sound as the water drops hit a tin roof on a warm summer night. The sound of the thunder and bright flickers of light from the lightning as it gives off a show. The taste of food. The smell of pizzas in the oven, or warm soup on a cold breezy day. The last remaining rays of sunlight during a beautiful sunset, or coming of sunrise to start another day. The feeling of feeling good waking up to start a new day. Baked pies, nice ties, a nice break after a long, hard day's work. The truth after holding in all of the lies. I miss Mom and Dad, my sisters, and my grandma, and my uncles. The friends that became family. I will miss my mind, the ability to think and unwind, my imagination and all of the things I created, the worlds I built, and the places I went in my dreams. Being able to move around, to feel, to tinker, to embrace during a nice hug. But I can't feel now. All I feel is cold. I feel numb. I feel painless. I feel weightless. I feel everything and then nothing at all at the same time. I can feel my organs beginning to shut down. I'm sorry to all of the people I may have hurt. I'm sorry to my family that I wasn't able to hang on and pull through. Most of all, I'm sorry to myself. I'm sorry that I didn't listen. When my soul and spirit spoke to me to change my ways. I'm sorry for the accident. I'm sorry that I couldn't achieve my dreams in this life. I feel so alone in this void. It feels like I've been here for an eternity. I think I'm ready to move on, away from this waiting room, away from all the pain and suffering, away from all the sadness I feel inside. Goodbye, my family. Goodbye, Mother Earth. I'll miss you, natural beauty. I'll miss your natural beauty. Goodbye, home in which I spent most of my waking days. Goodbye to my now dying body and mind. I miss you all and everything. And, that was a tough one to write. Tough to read too. I wrote that while I was in a dark place. Still gets me. But, yeah, that's, that is my drawing that I made while I was dying. That experience I had felt very real. And like I said, I'm not going to go into in depth in this video about it, because you can watch my near-death video. It goes way more in depth about it. Like I said, it goes through some pretty deep emotions when I was recording that video, and so yeah, there's that. I don't think there's any more in here that I can show for now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over. Okay, so here it is. And some of this stuff is for sale on my Found Myself profile, by the way. Like I said, I'll probably provide a link to it, in the description and stuff. My battery's about to die. I probably should have, hopefully the camera doesn't just die on me, but if it does, I'll just plug in the other thing, I can't remember what you call it, but it's like a dummy battery. So I have a few here, actually more than a few, there's a bunch in here, but these are all ones that I did lately, and some of them are from my Black series of artwork, which is like a series of art that I made with black sketch paper. But what's neat is I use like gel pens. But I bought this thing of like fluorescent gel pens because I had this idea. I was like, what if I like use fluorescent, like, because I didn't know what to use at first. I was like, what if I like use like something fluorescent, like a paint or something, and like I could like make fluorescent art and stuff. And I found out that there were gel pens, and gel pens come in a lot of different varieties now. And I got like this set that has like metallic, fluorescent, all kinds of different things, like glitter. Anyways, this is one I made, and this one I had a dream about this not long ago. Really tripped me out, and I have it. Actually, I could make a video about that, but I keep a dream diary, and I even wrote this dream down, but I wanted to make a picture of the beings I saw, because there was one point in the dream where I saw these 3 beings that were from like another dimension or reality, and it was very trippy. Like, I go in depth in the actual like dream entry, and it's like, but I'll just show you the picture because it's very hard for me to describe. Because in the dream, I've been having a lot of these dreams where like I'll dream that I'm taking like mushrooms or like a psychedelic or something, and I actually trip while I'm in my dreams, and they're the craziest dreams that I have ever. They're hard to put into words. They're so incomprehensible. But here's one. Uh, Here's one that I made that's on a black piece of sketch paper, and it's not small either. Like some of these are for sale. I don't think this one is, because this one, I don't know if I'm gonna put this one up for sale or not. I don't know yet. But anyways, I don't know how you're gonna see this on here. Anyways, I don't know if you can see that, but okay, so they're, you can kind of see it, but they're trippy looking, but they look like, this is the closest I could replicate them on paper. And you can kind of see they were like very elongated heads, and very lanky elongated bodies as well, almost like an alien in a way, but they were very like see-through, transparent too. You can see the background. You can barely see the background. It has like this technicolored like effects to it, and has like these stars, and like it's almost like being in like this void of like light, and like these little streams and stars of light that were floating around. Have you ever? Okay, so if you've played Minecraft, you'll know kind of what I'm talking about. Is when you build the portal for the end, and you see that, that's kind of what that looked like. And you see that star field kind of thing. That's kind of what that looked like, with the beams in the background. They kind of look like Endermen now I think about it. That's crazy. Maybe Endermen actually are real in an alternate reality. Who knows? So here's another one. It's not black sketch or paper, but it's kind of like an original reference drawing for what would later become on a black sketch paper. And I do have a version of this that is for sale. I might try and make prints of it too, but that's just the original reference drawing of that. I might have to cut out some of these. Me trying to fumble around with this stuff. I'll have to put these back later. But anyways, here's another one that I made. I would love to make a print of. And by the way, I'm selling the prints cheaper than the actual artwork. The artwork's going to be more expensive. Like the actual artwork is going to be more expensive than the prints. But the prints I will have for a reasonable price. But these here, you can barely see that, but it's hard to tell what that is. But you kind of see it's like a pattern of three-dimensional cubes, almost like a. I wish I could give you a better. It's not very good lighting in here. I probably should have recorded this somewhere else, but yeah, you can kind of see right here. Like I said, if you want to get better pictures, go to my website. You'll get better pictures there. And this is basically what that is, but it's in black. It's on black sketch paper. That's basically what that is. That's just the original reference drawing I drew of that. And that's the black sketch paper version. And then here is the Pyramid God one that I showed you. I showed you the original reference drawing of it earlier, but this is what it looks like on black sketch paper. And like I said, I don't have a black light with me right now, but I do have pictures of these with black lights, and you can see them in black light. But yeah, that's the Pyramid God one. I basically used like a piece of like white sketch paper, and I glued it to the back of this, and I kind of traced it out and then put it up and drew it. But it turned out really cool, so I'm pleased with it. Like I said, I'll make prints of these too. I'm in the process of making prints. Here's another one. And there is a black version of this one too. It's got a pattern of like interlocking rings and stuff. Here is the black version of that. Another drawing back here. But yes, here's the black version of that, which looks really cool in black light. It looks cool right now, but you put that in a black light, like, it looks really cool. And I do have frames for these, by the way. I do have like good frames for these. And here's another one. I don't know if I have it up for sale, but it's really cool. I mean, I did it with a lot of the same like gel pens and stuff. It's just a simple, you know, that S you draw in like high school and stuff. I just kind of made it like made an abstract landscape and stuff. It's kind of cool. Oh, here's one, another one, black sketch paper. This one turned out really cool. It's of a reindeer, but it's like a spirit of a reindeer almost. But yeah, that's also black light and stuff. You kind of barely see the detail of like the geometric stuff going on there. But yeah, like I said, there are way better pictures of these on my site. Oh, here's one of like an alien. I had like a weird epiphany drawing this one because I was on this kick where I was like thinking about aliens and stuff and alternate worlds, and I just kind of drew this because I was like, well, maybe this exists somewhere. You never know. It's like an advanced alien city. It's hard for me to like really get in there, but like you can barely see like the little aliens down there and stuff. There is a black drawing kind of that kind of goes off of this, almost like world building and art, but this is almost like their world. But there is a drawing, a blacklight drawing, and I think I might have it in a frame though. I have a few of them that are in frames. I might try and bring those out. But it's a blacklight drawing, or like a black sketch paper drawing. Well, blacklight drawing too, but it's those same aliens, but they're visiting Earth. I do have that up on my site too. For sale. But yeah, I've just been drawing a lot. a lot of dream interpretation drawings too. Like these are from what I would kind of call my dream series, because I'm sorry about that. The battery died on my camera. But anyways, so those are a few of my drawings and stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna go over my dream series stuff. I don't want to make this too long though. But anyways, actually no, this isn't the right one. One down there is it? I've got a lot of artwork here. Okay. Oh yeah, here's one that is easier to explain. Easy and like comprehensible dream terms. But I'm sure you know dreams. When you dream, things don't make sense like they do in this reality, and you are left with questioning your sanity. And you know how when you dream and like you go from like one world to another, or dimension, or whatever you call it, and you're like switching from places to place, almost simultaneously. And it's funny how our brains do that. And you know, like the brain's getting rid of old information, and you know that's kind of the whole process of the body recovering during sleep. Like scientifically, yes, but it's still fascinating. Like dreams are just they're still so interesting and fascinating to me. And so this one, I also did a story on this one in my dream journal, but this one is called the Cartoon Cafe. But basically it was a dream I had about being in this cafe, and it was very real. You know, the cafe that I started in was like almost like, you know, kind of like based reality, you know, like we're in right now. You know, seeing regular people and stuff like that. And I remember I was talking to somebody, and they like, some lady I was talking to, and she walked back in the back of the cafe, and I think she wanted me to follow her, but I didn't, like, I got the impression she wanted me to follow her. But I just kind of sat there for a bit, like, wondering where she went, and I was like, did she go to the bathroom? Is she okay? And so I went in the direction she went, and there's, like, this hallway, this long, dark hallway in the back. And I remember starting to walk down it, and I leaned on this wall, and a part of it gave way. It was almost like it had like these panels, almost like wood panels that you would see. And I remember push my hand through it, and like seeing this like other version of this cafe. Like it's the same cafe, but it was lit up, almost like more vibrant colors, and like it was very like more lively than the cafe I was in. And I remember entering this place, and there was like all kinds of like cartoon characters, and like just very like very colorful compared to where I was. I, I don't know if I ever found that lady again or what, but this is the drawing that kind of depicted the cafe I was in. You can kind of see me kind of poking through the proverbial wall, as it were, into the other world. And you can kind of barely see the other cartoon characters and stuff. But yeah, that's one of my crazy dreams. Like there's a bunch here, but they're hard for me to describe. I mean, I did write about them. Okay, here's one that I might make into a painting, which is like an older dream I had. But this one is Door in the Sky. And I remember, this is an old dream. I don't even know how I still remember this dream. But this was a dream I had when I was like a really young kid. And I remember we were driving through Muncie. This is a little city we lived in years ago when I was little, back in Indiana, and we were driving through the city, downtown, and I remember, it's getting late, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon, but I remember looking up at the sky, and it was dark out, it was nighttime. I remember we were driving at night, and Mom and Dad were driving, I think Dad was driving, I was in the back seat, and I looked up at the sky, and there's like this door just hanging there in the sky, and I remember I was like, as a kid, you know, you're just kind of like, why is there a door up in the sky? And I remember I was like, what happens if I walk through the door? And I was like, so like, just fixated on that door, and I think that's the thing that kind of stuck out to me ever since that dream. And so I drew it. I drew steps, I added the steps, because I don't know if there were steps in the dream, but this is kind of what it looked like. I mean, this is, kind of see that big door up there in the sky there. You can see the cars and stuff. Try to make it where it was like back in like the 1990s. You can kind of see the cars kind of have that style. And see like the door up there. But this would make a cool painting. Trying to see if I can make a painting of that. That's another one. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, well, I wanted to show my painting. Oh yeah, here's one I made, of food. It's another crayon drawing, but it's like, I made it on actual sketch paper this time. But yeah, look at that. That's a hamburger. With fries and a Coke. Nothing much to it. Like I said, these are all available. You can see every single one. Well, not every single one, but you can see most of these on my site. And you can see them in better detail. You can see them up close. Like, I'm not gonna try and close up the camera in this one. I just wanted to show just, you know, just how I've adapted in making art again. And I'm so glad that I took the step and did this, because it made me happy again to live life. Just being able to make art again. I never thought I'd be able to do it. So, there's the drawings. That's the drawing portion of the video. So here's the paintings. Here's one painting. I only have a few that I made. But the cool thing about these paintings, this one's glow in the dark. So I bought glow in the dark paint. I don't know where my flashlight went. I'm gonna grab my flashlight. The reason I went to grab this flashlight, it's very bright, and it makes the paint, the bioluminescent, well, not bioluminescent, but the luminescent qualities in the paint shine. So you'll be able to see when I reactivate the luminescent properties in this paint. You'll be able to see it. Hopefully you'll see it really come through. It still shines a little bit. But yeah, you can barely tell it here. You can kind of see where it's kind of, can't really tell it though, can you? So you'd have to turn the light off. But you can see kind of in the auroras, the glow there. You can definitely see it when the lights are off though. Like I said, this one's for sale, and it's also on my site. And you can, I have a picture of this in total darkness. I hope the paint's not fading though. Doesn't seem like it's shining like it used to. There you go. You can see it. You can see it a lot better now. You can see the glow. Pretty. This one I don't have up on my site, but I might put it up there eventually. I just really liked how it came out, and I just kind of want to keep it for a while. I don't know why. It's just really cool. I want to make another version of this because I want to make like really trippy, like geometric kind of stuff you see like when you're on like psychedelics or something. I see stuff like this when I'm on mushrooms, and I mean, anybody will tell you if you've been on mushrooms, you'll know that you will see geometric patterns kind of like this, kind of all throughout your vision. And so this one glows in the dark too, but it kind of all glows in the dark. Is why I like this so much, and it gets pretty bright. Try and see if I can reactivate it here. I don't know why it takes so long for this paint to activate. I think it's because of the Mod Podge, the layer of Mod Podge I put on this. I don't know if that has anything to do with the diffracting of light or what, but I like adding the Mod Podge because it just seals the painting very nicely and just makes it really nice, you know. Just really gives it a really good finish to look. You can see the gloss after it's done, but it still shines. You can see the whole paint. Look at that. The whole painting glows now. You can put that. That's pretty much a night light at night. That's pretty cool though. So there's that. Those are two of my glow in the dark paintings. Last one I'm going to show for the night. Actually, scratch that. I have sketch paper. Some of my black sketch paper drawing is in my frames here that I was going to promise to show you. I'll show you here in a bit. But so this is a painting. One of the largest paintings I've ever. I'm sure it actually is the largest painting I've ever made. But it's a painting of an older drawing I drew Yeah. It's a painting of an older drawing I drew years ago. I wish I would have. I wish I could find that drawing. I'm sure I have it somewhere. But okay, so this is a big painting. This one's also for sale, but it is not cheap because it is a big painting, and I like it. I really like this painting. So this right here is titled Distorted Reality, but yeah, you can see just how big it is. See me in comparison. See just how big this painting actually is. So it's a 24 by 36 inch canvas, but yeah, like I said, on my site I have like way better pictures of these. You can see the sky and the birds and stuff in the background. You can also see like the wavy abstract patterns. Kind of see the sun there. But yeah, so there's that one. And finally, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to another. Okay, so finally, I'm gonna show just a few pictures or black sketch paper drawings that I made with gel pens and stuff. Well, fluorescent too. They're very nice frames. But yeah, see? See, they're very nice, like, thick pine wood. And then you got, like, your tempered glass. Smell good. And then you got, like, you know, you can even stand them up on a table if you want. And you've got, like, little hanging things on the back here. But this one's actually one I made. That's kind of like an abstract, kind of like interactive drawing. You can see here the shield pulls apart. See the glare there. But the shield pulls apart, and you'd have to take it out of the frame to do that. But it pulls apart, and behind that, and like I said, I have pictures of this on my site, so you can look it up there. I'm not going to take it out of the frame, but it pulls apart, and there's a scene of cavemen. And that part, I kind of made the fluorescent part, but everything else here is just kind of metallic. It's kind of hard to tell because the glass. But there's that one. And here's another one. It's another interactive one I have here. Another interactive art piece. You'd have to take out of the frame, but those buttons there, and this one's neat because this one's a little bit more involved than the other one. But this one I basically used like a couple buttons, and I used thread. I tied the buttons to the piece of thread, and I used the thread. And there's like these little wooden spokes on either side of this painting here. And I wrapped that thread around and tied it to each side of the star here. So when you pull the buttons, the star will open. And I also use like cardboard to kind of help like keep everything. It's a very intricate piece. It's kind of like like I said, they're kind of like my interactive mechanical art pieces. But this one, it's hard to tell because of the glass, but this is the metallic side, and when you open it up inside, you'll see like a bright, like vibrant mesh of colors. And when you put a black light to that, the whole star will glow. And then here's my last one of these. I mean, I have more of these. I didn't feel like bringing them all out because I got a lot of stuff I gotta put up, and I'm kind of tired for the night. So this one's kind of landscape. I made this landscape, and it's a galaxy. It's kind of hard to see though in this light. But anyways, man, yeah, this one's hard. You can kind of see it there, but yeah, it's like a galaxy. You see that? It's really hard. It's really hard to see it. I know, but like I said, there are pictures of these up on my site, and you can look them up, and they're really good, in-depth pictures. I just wanted to show these mainly because of the frames. I wanted to show off the frames and how good a quality they are, and that's another reason why these are more expensive. Like I said, I will most likely make prints of these, but if you're buying the physical version, this is what you get. Like, a very nice piece of artwork. And the frames were not cheap. The frames were at least $10, $8 to $10. So that's plus the work that I put in. So yeah. But anyways, that is the artwork that I've been drawing lately. And I'd like to get back into painting. I mean, I love painting. It's something that I'd love to do more of. Yeah, just get on my Found Myself profile. It's just all one word, foundmyself.com. And just look me up on there. Like I said, I'm probably just going to go ahead and put up the link to it on the description for anybody who's interested to go see my profile on there and check out my artwork. But yeah, that's my artwork. I think this is the third video I put up. Well, the second video I put up tonight. It's getting kind of late. But yeah. As you can tell by me yawning. But yeah, I have a backlog of videos that I have like 3 videos I've been planning on uploading. It's gonna take me a bit to edit these and get them to a point where I can upload them on YouTube. But bear with me. I will see you in the next video. And yeah, you have a good one.